I'm Christy, and my carnivore journey started 31 long years ago at the age of 16. So around that time, I started putting on a little bit of weight, and that led me to this vicious cycle that many of us are so familiar with of just yo-yo dieting up and down. So I didn't know how to lose weight or how to eat correctly, and I basically counted calories and started obsessing about food for many long years. And I would just reduce my calories drastically, and yes, I would take off a few pounds, but I was miserable. I was young, I should have been energetic and full of life, and instead I could barely drag myself out of bed and put one foot in front of the other in order to just do life, because I was so hungry and my body was so starved for nourishment. But I thought, well, that's how you're supposed to lose weight, so I'm just gonna keep trying to eat less. Of course, when I couldn't eat any less, then I would kind of just give up and binge, and here would come the sleeve of Oreos. So the weight would kind of creep back on, and that cycle would just begin again because I couldn't get fat. What would people think if I was fat? So then came the Atkins diet craze, and I knew about it, and I thought, okay, I'm gonna try this Atkins diet. Well, I didn't research the Atkins diet. My research was what people told me or what I heard, because social media was not maybe our go-to move. And so what I heard was, well, just, cut your carbs. Net carbs are fine. You can buy some bars and some shakes and things like that. And so, yes, I did Atkins, but it wasn't done correctly. But I sort of stayed mostly low carb through my 30s and into my 40s. I was kind of low carb / trying to be Atkins off and on, but kind of the same, right? With the occasional binge time and then putting on those 15 to 20 pounds. But where my real journey began, where the success story of my journey began, was about 6 months ago in February. And I had put on that pesky 15 pounds again, and I thought, keto. I haven't done keto. I'm gonna try keto. And at that time, again, it's not like I did any research into keto. I just knew, well, on keto, bacon equals good and bread equals bad, and I'm just gonna do it. And so I sort of jumped in, and this time I did go on social media, because back in 2020, I'm a teacher. They sent us all home and they said, just teach from home and figure it out with no training. And so we had to lean on somebody, and we leaned on each other at that time. So I learned about Facebook groups and getting on those through that. And so when I went on keto, I very quickly, maybe a week in, joined some Facebook groups about that. And some awesome person posted about Dr. Berry, and I did not have a clue who Dr. Berry was. But I thought, well, I'm gonna go ahead and watch this guy and see what he has to say. And through that time, I learned how to eat keto the correct way, with the heavy meat-based, the real whole foods, and I started incorporating that into my diet. Now, I did lose weight. I lost just about 20 pounds, and I dropped from a size 6 down to a size 2 on keto, which was excellent. And really, that's what I was looking for. But slowly and gradually, the vegetables and other things just sort of disappeared from my plate. It was never a conscious choice. I just like meat, you guys. Pretty soon the rest of that slid off my plate. The rest of those carbs slid off my plate, and I realized that I am a carnivore. What I didn't realize by accidentally kind of sliding into that carnivore life was all of the other benefits that I would gain. The mental health benefits. I don't think I can state enough how trapped by food I was, how obsessed with food I was, thinking about every morsel of food, every fat gram, all my life from the age of 16 to the age of 47. And now on carnivore, that is gone. I think about food when I get hungry. When I get hungry, I eat a big plate of meat, and then I don't think about food until I get hungry again. That has freed up so much mental space in my head. And the other thing about that is I used to be anxious, very anxious, mostly socially anxious. I didn't really want to be around people. I do think I'm an introvert. I still think I'm an introvert, but I'm not afraid to talk to people. In my prior state, I would not have been making this video and putting it out there on YouTube, and nor would I have started my channel. So it's called Meeting Wellness, and I wanted to make this channel because a lot of people, a lot of stories include a lot of weight loss, and that is great. On my body, it's not a lot of weight loss. It's not something you can just look at me and say, wow, look at her before and after picture. Those are powerful, but I don't have those. But what I have is a just plethora of mental benefits, two of which I described here, but which I go into detail on my channel. So I hope you guys will stop by my channel, Meeting Wellness on YouTube, and I'm gonna go meet some wellness, one more YouTube video on my channel, and one more piece of ribeye at a time.